The Spectacular Now, Chapter 15. Why don't nobody love me? I scream out the window as I speed down the street. I got a nice car. I got a big dick. Why don't nobody love me? Now, in case you're thinking that's pretty pathetic, let me explain that I'm being sarcastic. It's actually a quote from this dude I worked with one summer on the loading dock at each plumbing supply business. His name was Daryl. We're sitting there on the dock, sweating in the sun, and little Daryl's wife has just dumped him, and that's what he says. Why don't nobody love me? I got a nice car, I got a big dick. Why don't nobody love me? He was completely serious. It broke my heart and made me want to laugh at the same time. You ought to try yelling it sometimes. That it feels pretty good. I'm no more than a couple blocks away when I realize the Chase building is staring me right in the face. I could get there in 2 minutes, but what's the use? Instead, I pull over in a parking lot and sit there staring out the windshield at those black windows. After taking a slug of whiskey, I said, What's up, Dad? You making a killing up there? You making $1 million? You gonna show Mom how wrong she was? Make her beg you to come back after all these years? I take another slug. Calm down, Dad. I yell into the windshield. Come the fuck on back down to earth. But there is no using drilling on that. It's ridiculous to go around getting all sloppy and morose. It's Friday. I'm magnificently free and wild. The whole night's stretching out in front of me. Forget my sister and Kevin's flame, broiled suit and Hannah's green eyes. Forget Cassidy and Mesallions and algebra and tomorrow. I'm going to grab hold of this night and crack it open. Eat the fruit right out of the middle and throw away the rind. Down in the brick town, I park in the tower by the ballpark and the Carol's veranda up and down the side bikes with what's left in my flask, giving the eye to all the pretty girls. For a while, I stop and talk to this dude who always play this weird Chinese guitar on the corner. I try to drum up some extra business by challenging passerelle by to throw out some extra coin. I've got a pretty good smile too, like what they use along the midway at the state fair, but the dude doesn't seem to appreciate it much, so I moved on. I tried the bars, getting turned away from one after the other till finally I found one where there is no bouncer at the door. The place is packed with young up and comer types, so I squeeze into the back to size up my next move. It's great. I can't wait till I turn 21. I'll be out at the bars every night. At a table next to the wall, there is a group of girls, probably college students, 2 blondies and 3 brunties. Brownties, yes. All pretty girl, but in a different ways, like a variety pack of your favorite kinds of cookie. Yes, God is taking care of me. I tell myself, God will not let me sink. At first, the girls are suspicious of me, but I grin and launch right into the story of falling off of Cassidy's roof. They laugh and invite me to sit down. We trade names and they say they're all students at OU. I could try to lie and say I'm in a college too, but I'm not too free in myself to lie. And besides, they couldn't be more delighted to find out I'm a high school boy out at the bars by myself in the wake of getting dumped by my girlfriend. They let me in on their pier and giggle at all my stories. Their eyes dance and their hair shakes. I'm in love with every one of them simultaneously. 2 of them kiss me on the cheeks at the same time and one runs her fingers through my hair. For a second I certain the idea that I'll go back to their sorority house with them, and we'll get naked and frolic together on a round bed with red silk sheets. It's been like a Girl Gone Wild video, only with me right in the middle. That doesn't happen, of course. They have other bars to hit tonight, and I'm not invited to go alone. One by one, they hug me goodbye. They pinch my cheeks and even my ass, but it's just done in that big sister, little brotherly kind of way. This, I realize, must be how Ricky always felt with girls before I hooked him up with Bethany. My night's not over, Trot. I wander down by the canal and then over to the Cineplex to see who might be hanging around outside. Nothing much is going on, so I head back to the parking garage, but can't remember what level I left my car on. I don't really care. It just gives me a chance to meet more people while searching, and I know God will lead me to my car eventually because I am good on drunk. The only problem is my flask is starting to get a little light. Sure enough, God has not forsaken me. Miraculously, my car appears, and just 5 minutes to the east, right next to the interstate, stretches a string of convenience stores and truck stops fully stocked with 3.2 beer. All I have to do is find one that doesn't care too much about checking IDs or else pursues someone to get in and buy the beer for me. At the second truck stop, I go to a girl in a microscopically short denim skirt is hanging around outside. She gives me the eye and a flirty smile. She's probably about 25 or so, and kind of pretty, expect her teeth and bad. It dawns on me she's a meth head hooker. That's okay with me. I don't look down on anyone, except maybe for the pretentious. And you can even feel sorry for them if you think about it. We joke around a little bit, and she's got a good quiet wit. Her name turns out to be Aqua. At least that's the name she gives me. And although she wants to party with me, she's not too let down to make $10 just for going in and buying a 12-pack. You come back sorry, you come back sometimes, Sadar, she says as she hands over the beer. I'll give you my special discount. I kiss the tips of my fingers and touch them to her cheek. You let me know when you want to go on a real date, and I'll be at your door in a second. So, maybe it's a little late to start on a 12-pack, but I'm in not hurry to get anyone specially home. No doubt Ollie's already called to tell Mom what an enormous screw-up I am. But I'll worry about that tomorrow. Right now, there are new sights to see and loud music to listen to. Who knows how long I've been cruising around, but the next thing I know, I'm in the middle of some neighborhood I don't recognize. Side windows down, the cool wind flapping in my clothes. At first, the houses aren't bad, but then they get squeezer until I'm surrounded by these little lopsided houses that look like they're made out of shingles, swayback roofs, stars, concrete porch, scabby trees, bald lawns. Here and there trickles or something like a faded plastic pony with wheels leaning sideways in witty, flowerless flower beds. These are families pinch. These are family pinned into these flimsy boxes, just like me and my family used to be back in the day. These are people I understand. These are people I love. You are beautiful, I holler into the wind. You are holy. Suddenly I move to jump the curb and drive across the barren lawns. Down with the king, I scream. Down with the motherfucking king. And that's the last thing I remember before waking up under a dead tree with a blonde hair, blue-eyed girl looking down at me. Finished.